Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Little Blue Fly. If this is your first time visiting, welcome, and I invite you to subscribe to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be building a wall vignette. And I believe after this, I'll probably have one more video, and then I'll go ahead and give a tour. So that's exciting. Tours are always fun. So now I'm surprised that I'm even able to get this video up right now. Currently, we have the plumbers out here because nothing is working in our house. We have no showers, no tubbies, no toilet, no water. So something's going on right now as we speak, but we have utilities, so I can at least get this video out. Anyhow, so after this video, again, I'll probably will have another one in the kitchen, and then we will have a tour. Many things are just moving right along here at the cottage, and I just couldn't be more pleased. So that being said, let's begin, shall we? I'm going to begin with this wreath. Last spring, I actually put this wreath together, and it's stored quite nicely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this video at the end of this video. There'll be a link to visit. And basically I used a grapevine wreath and just added in some of my berries that were, they actually came from New River Pottery. I have some ivy and some greenery from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to place it right in the center on this shelf. I still have one shelf remaining. This will be removed. I'm not quite sure when, but hopefully soon. Now the next piece I would like to share, this is a vintage find from Facebook Marketplace. It is actually it's all stone, and on top goes, you'll see in just a moment, this precious duck. I absolutely love this. I can use it to make a vegetable casserole or stuffings, and when I'm not using it to bake, well, I can just put it up and use it as a pretty. Absolutely love this piece. So I'm going to place it right here to the right. And we're going to start building up on the left-hand side. We're going to start with this cake stand, a riser, if you want to use it as a riser, and that's what I'm going to do today. And I love the natural wood with just the perfect amount of aging on this piece. And this came from the Flower Gallery. So it's adding a nice touch of height over there on the other side. But something's just, it's not looking right, and I figured out what I need to do. I needed to put the wreath up higher on the wall because everything was just sort of looking all, I don't know, smushy and crunched in with each other. If smushy is even a word, just help me, everyone. It is what it is. But we're going to continue decorating on top of the shelf now that we have the wreath placed up. And we're going to start with this nest. And I have a DIY on how to make nests and eggs from last spring. And you just basically start with a nest form from Michael's and just hot glue some branches in and different types of mosses and leaves and bark. And I do have a tutorial. I liked the different touch of all the branches in there. Really helped make it look more natural. I placed it right on top of the cake stand. And we're just going to keep filling things in. So the next piece I'm going to be adding is, yes, another duck, but sad, so sad to say this, the bottom portion actually was shattered. I was so sad. They were packed separately, but that's okay because I can still work with this top piece. I just placed it inside of the nest. I'm loving this crisp, fresh white, the stone and porcelain pieces on top of this shelf and this display. It's just really helping to bring this vignette alive. Now we're going to do a little bit of floral arranging here, actually quite simple. And we're going to start here with this piece. I shared this in a previous video. This is a thrifted find from Facebook Marketplace. And I'm going to be using some moss, some variegated greenery with the yellow. I'm loving the yellow and the green together. This can be purchased at Michael's. Some pears from Hobby Lobby. And these are the larger pears that can be purchased in the bags. And then some berry stems. And I purchased these from Hobby Lobby as well. So this one's going to be very simple. Just place in some moss. Make sure to spread it about. And it's just so, you know, the pears can have some height to them and not just sink down into the pot. I'm going to add in my variegated greenery, making sure to, just peel the branches back. Let them go wild and wispy. And I'm just going to place in the pears. And when I work with fruits and place them inside containers, I like to make sure that every piece of fruit is going a different direction. That one was going down a little bit too far, so I had to tuck in some more moss. I'm going to tuck in some of the greenery a little bit more. Moss is just a miracle filler. I love it. It's messy. Oh my goodness, it's so messy, but so worth it. The name of the game is just try to make it look as natural as possible. At least for me anyways. That's how I like to put together my arrangements with the faux and the dried. I'm going to add one in the back, one up front, and I'm going to pull off a little berry from one of the branches and just place it in the corner. Now, because this is a faux branch, I am going to work in covering up that piece. So I just added some moss, as you can see. And just, put your arrangement back so you could just get a good visual on your piece. And it's really, just playing around with it and until you get your desired look that you are wanting to achieve. I added in a couple little branches from the berries. Well, actually little leaves here and there. And I'm just loving how it's all working so well with one another. And now it's time to place it. And see that little spot right there to the left of the wreath? That is where it's going to go. Ta-da! The silver gives it such a nice, classy, yet warm, a natural touch to it, having the pears inside with the moss. And silver, if you just, to me anyways, silver alone is just too cold. It has to be warmed up with greenery. And now we have some mess here, and I didn't even try cleaning it up because there's a couple more pieces I am going to add in. It's not done because I'm still seeing too much of the shelf. Have to cover up the shelf. Just gonna place in some moss. Which I do purchase my moss from, the majority of the time, from Hobby Lobby. But what's so sad is there's no 40% off coupon anymore that I get to use because the moss never comes on sale. So the silver goblets were actually purchased, they were thrifted off of Facebook Marketplace, and I'm just going to place in a couple candles. Just that simple. And maybe a stick. Maybe. We'll see. So I placed the shorter candle up front and the taller in the back. And I'm still not happy yet. I have to warm things up a bit. So I have this greenery from Hobby Lobby. Perfect picks to use. I just tucked it into the side and the back. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. It's all about warming it up and covering up that shelf. Almost finished. I'm liking how it's all coming together. I'm going to add another right here in the back. So you can see some of the greenery now coming up from behind the duck. And now I'm absolutely pleased with this. Adding the greenery really helped pull this arrangement in together. And there we have the lights. Absolutely perfect.